everyone, it's Morgan from For the Love of Paper, and I am here with part 2 for my December project life. I am pumping through these at the moment, which is really good. So close to being finished. Actually, I have finished all of my layouts for them for last year, 2016, and I'm just finishing editing and doing the voiceovers for the videos. So yay, 2016 is done. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that I got it finished before the end of January. What an achievement. That's one scrappy goal that I achieved last year. I'm so happy. And then I can start on January. Yay! I haven't even done my title page for this year yet, but it will get done. Anyway, so these photos were of when we went to, where did we go? Oh, Christmas lights. So every year we go on a drive around and find some really cool, fun Christmas lights to check out. We don't tend to go to the same places every year. We try and find somewhere different each year just to give it a bit of variety. And, you know, some places are really awesome and we do, you know, drive past them every year, well, depending on what area we live in. But yeah, then other ones we try and find something new. So this year we went out to a place called Mount Omni here in Brisbane, and there was a couple of suburbs around there that had some really amazing streets full of houses with lights. Like every house in these streets was just covered in lights, and they had people handing out candy canes, and they had one street had a band playing and the kids were all dancing, and sausage sizzle, and there was a lady giving out glow stick bracelet things, so Sam got one of those, which was super exciting, and just packed with people, just people everywhere, cars everywhere, but just such a great atmosphere. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do at Christmas time. I've done it ever since I can remember, pretty much. When we were little, my mum or dad or both would always take us out looking at the Christmas lights when we were little. So it's a family tradition that I like to keep going with my little ones. So yeah, I just used a few embellishments on these cards. I left them all on their I left them all as the 3x4 from the Collect app, so I didn't mount them on any other paper or cardstock or anything like that. I just left them as is because I hadn't written any journaling on any of them, and none of them had the date on it, so it was just nice and simple and clean already. So I just added a few stickers to each one. The top one says love this. Then the next one was some lights, and I do add a little word sticker to that says that was fun. Then the next couple down, I think says 'tis the season. That was from the Kaisercraft collection. And then just some other little embellishments, and then I popped that tag in just as a filler pocket, and one side of the tag is blank, so which is the side you can see now. So I just stuck a circle embellishment from the Reject Shop Christmas collection on that side, and then I used the other side on the other half of this insert. So this is just a 6x12 insert, as you can see, and I will do the other half in this video as well. So I think both of these layouts took me 26 minutes to complete, which is pretty quick for me, really. Actually, it's not really. It's probably about average for a 12x12 spread for me. So over 2 layouts, it's not too bad. And then I had a bit of disaster and everything fell off my desk. At that point, as you can see, I've got all those little bits of paper up the top. And I think someone sent me a message as well. So I'm sorry. That's what I do while I'm scrapping. I get a little distracted. So I just popped another sticker on that one with a wood veneer heart. I actually don't think I leave that there. I think I might move that to a different photo. And then I wanted to do journaling about the night, but I didn't. There wasn't really a lot that I had to say about it, so I didn't need a big, huge space. Where I put the tag, I was going to do that as a whole 3x4 of journaling, but I just didn't need to. The photos, there wasn't really anything I needed to say about the photos. They kind of were just what they are. I just wanted to write a little bit about where we went and that it was a really good night. Sam was falling asleep. He was so tired, and he never tells us he's tired, and he was complaining, "Mummy, I'm tired. I want to go home. I want to go to bed." It was only about 8:15 at night. You'd think most kids would like to stay up, but apparently not. And he fell asleep in the car on the way home, and it's only 20 minutes from our house, so it wasn't very far that we had to drive, but yeah, he was sound asleep about 5 minutes into the car ride home, which was good. And that was that layout done, or that side of the insert done. So now I'm moving on to the second half, which is all about Sam writing his letter to Santa. So if you watch my previous Project Life video, which was the first December one, I said that I had quite a few inserts because everything was kind of one topic or one particular event. So this is what I meant, and I didn't really want them all like jumbled up onto one page and not be defined as their own individual event. So that's why I've done them like this, which is a bit of fun, and it gives me some variety in the page sizes. So the top one is the letter that he wrote out to Santa, and I think he asked for Lego, Ninja Turtles, car or something. I can't remember everything that he asked for. So that was a photo I took of the letter before we posted it, and then the next one was him actually writing the letter out, and he told me what he wanted to write, and I write it on a piece of paper for him, and then he copies what I've written, and I think he did a pretty good job at doing that. He did pretty well. It's legible. You can read what he's trying to write or what he's trying to say. So I think that's the main idea. And then he got to post it in the special post box at the library. This one was a council run initiative, so you posted it, and then you got a letter back, which was super exciting, and I'd forgotten that he would get a letter back, and he didn't even know that he would get a letter back. So when he got a letter in the mail, he was just so excited, so over the moon. It was like Christmas right there and then. And so that was the next one was him holding the envelope in front of his face, and it's like you can just tell from his eyes are just like shining, and he was so excited. And then he opened his letter up, and I read it to him, and it was just the best. He was so happy. And then everyone that, like, if I talked to someone on the phone, he had to tell them. And then when Frank came home, he's like, "Daddy, look, I got a letter from Santa," and it said that he was being a good boy. So that was all pretty good and exciting. We'd had a few rough patches with him saying that he wasn't a good boy and he wasn't going to get anything. So this letter really helped him understand that he had been good, even though, like, we kept telling him he was a good kid, but I don't know, he got it in his head that he wasn't, which is a bit sad, but it was all good in the end. So these ones, I did I mount 2 of these ones? So the 2, those 2 that I'm doing, I mounted on some of the 3x4 cards from Stamping Up and wrote my journaling. The other ones I just left as the Collect app prints, and I think that's pretty much it. So the sticker on the one where he's holding the envelope, that's what I pulled off that other card that I did on the first side. I decided that it actually suited that one better. And then I used the other half of this label. Those are some labels that I just got from Studio Calico. They did the before Christmas, they did a whole bunch of their kits for like $5 or $10 or something, like past kits, and I ended up getting 2 of those, and those were some labels that came in one of those. So I cut that in half and used half up the top and half down the bottom. But it had a light bulb on it, like, you know, great idea. And that really didn't fit. So I do stick a little, I think I stick an enamel dot or a little embellishment or something over the top of that. There we go. What is it? A wood veneer? It is a star. Yes, a star. So I stick the little star over the top of the light bulb, and that's pretty much the spread done. So I'll show you some close-ups now, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.